Okay, so you're going to have your page is going to actually go with the Schoology assignment. It goes together, okay? And so let me go ahead and block off the assignment from yesterday. Guys, let's stop and pay attention.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now, percent composition, we're going to continue on what we did last week. And so remember, your main objective is to get the percent of every single element in that particular compound. Now, if you still have the bubblegum lab from last week, I need that today because I'm clipping that. And then also the mole lab from last week, I have that already clipped over here. And I'm starting to grade that today, okay? All right, now tomorrow we are going to have the Smarties lab. And so that's going to be
Yes.
a separate lab grade, okay? Now, if you were not here for the mole lab or for the gum lab, I'm going to have a makeup lab this Wednesday, okay? Noah, let's turn around and not get disruptive, okay? All right, so now let's go ahead and do number 2, okay? And we're going to do silver nitrate. And so I'm just going to use the different space that I have. And so I got a question earlier today. Ma'am, when you do the molar mass, how is it that, why is it that here you're having 1 and here you're having 3? Remember, you have to look at the chemical compound you have. So here in this particular chemical compound, you have 1 silver, you have 1 nitrogen, and you have 3 oxygen. Remember, if you have a parentheses, that number on the outside is going to multiply to everything on the inside. Okay, so this goes back to the chapter that we did with naming, okay, and the molar mass and all that. Remember that the outside number always multiplies to everything on the inside of the parentheses only. Okay? Yes? Okay. All right, so now, pay attention also to how I'm putting stuff, because on the Schoology that you have today, the paper, so you can actually do the work, and you're going to use the same formula that we used last week, which is the one that's up here. You remember, you're going to get the total molar mass of the compound that they're giving you. That's going to be on the bottom. And the element that you're looking for, the total weight, is going to be on top. Okay, times 100. That's going to give you your percent. Okay. Okay, so now, silver weighs like 107, or you can round it off to 108, right? Nitrogen weighs up to 14, and oxygen is 15.999, so we can round that off to 16. But on the Schoology assignment that you have today, they're going to actually be using the 15.999, okay? That's okay. You're going to look at the stuff that you have that's closest to it. Okay, so 1 times 107 is how much? And so we're going to have that here. All right, 1 times 14? 14. Yep, very good. And then 3 times 16? 48. Yep, very good. So now you're going to add all of these together, and that's going to give you your molar mass, right? So what's my molar mass here? Get the calculator and add those up. 107 plus 14 plus 48. Very good. And so 169 grams per mole. This is your total molar mass. Okay, so when you're doing it on Schoology, you're going to put this particular number, because it's going to, if you don't put it in the right place, it's going to count it against you. Okay? Okay. All right, let's do it over here. So you have to put the amount that you have times the weight from the periodic table times your total molar mass is going to be that third square. Okay? All right, so now let's do the percents. So for silver, you're going to get the total weight of silver, which is 107, and you're going to divide that by your total molar mass. So divided by 169 times 100. Now I saw some people on Friday, you guys did pretty good on the bubblegum lab, okay? But remember that when you're doing division, the top number goes first, 107, and then divide by 169 equals times 100, and that's going to give you your percent. So I get 63.3136. We can round that off to 63.3% of silver. Okay? And that's your percent for that element. All right? Okay, so now let's do nitrogen. So nitrogen is 14, because that's my total weight for the element, divided by 169, because that's my total molar mass, times 100. This is going to give me the percent for nitrogen. Okay, so use your calculator. 14 divided by 169 is how much? Bless you.
Bless you.
Is how much?
Wait, what was the question?
14 divided by 169
67.
equal. And then times 100. 8.3. Very good. Because you have 6 point, wait, not 8.3. You have, okay, wait. Yeah, you can round it off to 8.3 because you have 8.28, and that can round off to 8.3. Very good. Percent of nitrogen. Okay? And now let's do oxygen. I also got, oh, is this too light? Oh, no, it's good. Okay. All right, so now for oxygen, I also got a question. Ma'am, how come I don't put 16 divided by 169? Well, because you have to get the total molar mass of all of the oxygen that you have in that particular sample. So because you have 3 oxygen, you have to get that total weight. So you know how in lab we used the gum last week, right? Well, you have to get all of the oxygen in that piece of sample, not just the weight of 1 oxygen, okay? So 48 divided by 169 times 100 will give you the total weight of the oxygen that's in that particular sample or product, all right? Okay, so 48 goes first, divided by 169 equals times 100. What is my percent for oxygen? What's my percent for oxygen? $28.4. Don't forget to leave one number after the decimal. So 28.4% of oxygen is your total percent for that particular element. Okay, so you see how you're getting your main objective is to get the percent for each and every single one of those elements in that particular product or that particular compound. Okay, all right, now the paper that you have today, these are going to be the exact same numbers that you have on the Schoology assignment. Okay, and so the papers, so you can work it out, because on the Schoology assignment, you only have 2 tries. So I would not click and just guess. I would do it here on the paper, and then that way you can plug it in to Schoology, and it's going to give you your grade, okay? So remember that first number is how many you have of that particular element. The second number is the weight of that particular element, then that third number is the total molar mass of each of those elements, okay? And you're going to follow it like that. And so on Schoology, it's going to give you partial credit if for some reason one of those is incorrect. Now, on the choices that you have on Schoology, like we rounded off to 16, it's going to be 15.99 for that choice in that one, okay? So some of them, they're going to have a decimal. So it's going to come right off the periodic table, okay? All right, what questions do we have? Okay, we sure? No questions? Okay, and so it's just what we did last week. All right, and we're going to use the percent composition for tomorrow's lab, okay? All right, go ahead and get started. And we can ask questions and work together, okay?